Howdy, folks. BTMReview.com here. Doing another one of our video game commentaries. If you guys stuck around for the last one, we did the Claire A. And technically, we're not doing a stupid Let's Play because technically we Let's Played it beforehand, recorded it, and now we're just merely commenting on it. And Zach here, as always, I'm Aaron, and Zach edited it all nice and dandy, and to where all the annoying backtracking and more pointless memos, I believe, are cut out. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the relevant ones are still in there, but it's so funny with these games that once you actually cut out all the needless backtracking and stuff like that, the playthrough's a lot quicker. And right now we're tackling Leon B.
Finishing the story.
Finishing the story. Now, is that the way it worked? Does Claire A go with Leon B and then vice versa?
Yeah.
Now, I totally forgot about that. Now, why is it they did it like that? Wasn't one disc Claire A and then Leon B, and then the second disc was...
No, one disc was all Claire A and B. The other disc was all Leon A and B.
That's a little confusing. I wonder why they just didn't put Leon and Claire on one, the ones that go together, and then Leon, Claire, and Uncle Tay. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the campaigns are different and stuff. Different bosses and all that.
And, you know, I played this game. I've played it quite a bit. Last time I played it was a few years ago, but it's pretty fresh in my mind, but like I don't think I remember all the differences in all the scenarios though.
Yeah.
So I'm not too sure, but this one goes along with Claire A, which is definitely fresh in mind. How much of the same stuff were we going to see from last time? We're going to see them like meeting up again and that like zombie that's looking off into space.
Yeah, but we're going to see it from Leon's perspective instead of Claire's this time.
Well, I thought they were both in the car, remember?
Yeah, they get to that point, but not at first.
Does he get hit on by that creepy Pulp Fiction trucker dude? Sorry, babe.
Yeah, this was in both. Why'd he bite me?
Guy's a maniac.
Why'd he bite me?
Why'd he bite me?
What? Do you talk like that to yourself? Like if you got bit by something, would you be like, "Oh my God, why'd he bite me?" Asking these fucking rhetorical questions to yourself.
Man, what a mess.
It almost looked like you were saying that, Leon.
That's what I said on the last time.
Yeah, that was a joke for the last time.
And so, yeah, I love these old cinematics because they look like fucking puppets. That's what I said. There's that one guy that looks like Slappy. I hope we see him again. Looks like Slappy the dummy from Goosebumps.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they look like if I look hard enough, I'll be able to see the strings.
Remember the original version of Resident Evil 4 where Leon was actually shooting at baby dolls that were alive?
Yeah, and I never watched footage of that. I mean, I remember you were telling me about that, and I think maybe even you sent me a video, but I'm not sure if I ever watched it.
Yeah, you should check it out. It's really cool looking.
Wait.
There he is.
Oh, that's Slappy?
Yeah.
Stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer.
Come with me if you want to live. It's the same exact like frame.
There.
And well, I'll probably sound a little redundant because some of the stuff we mentioned last time, but it still irks me. I don't understand why they would.
How lucky were they that that police car just happened to be sitting there empty with the keys in?
Very lucky.
You're a cop, right?
And how did he know there's a gun inside? Because wasn't he driving a Jeep?
The whole thing's kind of a big cliche. First day on the job.
Claire Redfield.
There's a gun inside. I like how she says it.
Oh yeah, there's a gun inside.
Our favorite truck driver.
See, how has he got enough? I don't know. Is that zombie really keeping the weight on the gas like that?
Yeah.
I guess I don't really know how. There's a gun inside.
There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you.
You better take that loaded weapon with you. Oh my God, that didn't scare me. That looks just like Leon. Is that what you already said once?
Yeah.
Same
yeah.
haircut?
His haircut. It almost seems like they're foreshadowing that Leon's gonna die or something. I remember when I played this for the first time.
You okay?
Still in one piece.
It's a great reaction.
Oh,
that's awesome.
I don't. how come that semi truck went over their vehicle and didn't smash it? You know, it like kind of like a monster trucked over it. If you noticed it, it was really weird.
To block them in so they couldn't get past and regroup.
Yeah. And I understand that they had something in their way, but I just still think they could have got around that somehow. Meet at the police station. Like, how about we just wait and let me try and get around you. Let me go in this building. There's got to be a better way, or at least be talking to the guy nonstop. They got walkie-talkies, and you forget that.
He assumes Claire knows where the police station even is.
Well, she said her brother.
Oh yeah.
I mean, first day on the job.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
I started to mention this last time and I got sidetracked and didn't actually get to it, but you remember the Japanese commercial for this game?
I do not, because I don't live
on
in
YouTube.
'cause I don't live in Japan, Zach.
It's on YouTube and it was actually it was actually directed by
Takashi Miike? Oh, Romero.
Yeah. He was actually going to do the movie too.
Well, I remember that. He was linked to the original movie for the longest time, and I don't remember why I mean, I know he ended up talking shit about it, but I don't know if that's why he backed out, if the quality was shit, or if they were kind of forcing him to do something that was compromising, or if they backed out. I don't remember.
Yeah,
what
it's
happened.
hard telling. Did you hear what happened with the new movie that they're making? The last movie, I guess.
I heard it just wrapped filming. That's all I saw.
I guess there was some like accident with the stunt lady that plays the main character's double.
Yeah.
I guess like she was on a motorcycle and something happened, and I guess her entire like face got degloved.
Whoa.
That's pretty crazy.
Oh, that'll ruin your day. Hope they got.
And for a shitty movie series too.
Yeah. Well, I'm still sure her paycheck was nice.
Yeah.
Probably.
She was in a coma for a couple days.
But now she doesn't have a face now like Freddy Krueger when he got his face ripped off.
I think they saved it.
And like face off, and they put it back on.
Yeah, I think it was still attached, I guess.
Goodness gracious.
Crazy.
Remember Nightmare on Elm Street where his face got ripped off?
Yeah.
Was that the first one or the second one?
The first one. There's like a
little skull underneath it. Yeah.
Classic. We're getting to see Mr. X in this playthrough.
Okay. And I can't really remember the story behind Mr. X. I'm pretty sure he's another version of the virus. I don't know. I attempted to watch this week on YouTube. Somebody compiled together a timeline of Resident Evil, and it was really long. Like it was like an hour and 45 minutes, and I had watched most of it, and I never realized how fucking convoluted this storyline is. It's really insane. Like, I never even pieced all this weird stuff together. There's so many different viruses. There's so many different characters that are... Some characters I never even heard about. Like, minor characters. I mean, some of the minor characters in the first one that, you know, maybe are just made to mention in passing, whether it's memos or, you know, people that maybe find their bodies early on. Like, they're plugged into the timeline somewhere pretty seriously. And my God, I'm never...
Yeah.
When you're playing the game, you don't think about them for 2 seconds. I mean...
The unicorn. See, if you were in this police station and you just wanted to go from one room to the next, you had to do all this stuff.
Yeah, we talked about a little bit of that last time. Like, all this stuff was in place before the zombie apocalypse broke out, this outbreak. All these weird little puzzles, all these like weird jewels in different lockers, and the statues holding the...
That was really lucky, that shot right there where the liquor gets up and you see his face kind of come into the camera.
Now, where did that come from again? What was that from again? Was that a helicopter or a car?
Yeah, we talked over it. It showed it crashing.
Gotcha.
Whenever you get onto the rooftop.
Now he's gonna see is it Marvin Brennan? What's the guy's name that's laying there? The black guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't talk to him in Leon.
He's already dead.
Yeah, Claire. Because they both go side by side.
Hopefully nobody will get... You know what? Do you ever get upset like when people are PC to the point where you get in trouble for calling somebody the black guy because that's the best way to describe him.
Oh God.
You know what I'm talking about when you can't.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's like
People like
when
that.
you're at, let's say you're at a small get together, and let's say there's 10 people, and there's only one person that's an African American, and you're like, oh, you know the guy I'm talking about. We were talking about who, and you're trying to dance around you're trying to give every other descriptive word you can besides saying the black guy. Like,
I remember I was at somebody's house and they were watching a freaking boxing match, and it was between two guys. One was white, one was black, and somebody sat down. He's like, "Oh, which one's?" They were calling him by name, and he's like, "Which one's that guy?" And he's like,
The dude with the white shorts.
Like he's wearing the blue short. It's like, dude, it's okay to say the black guy.
Yeah, he's
Come
the
on.
one with the red laces on his shoes. No, I mean, and I had a friend that got really offended at me one time I said that because it was one of those things where I was in contacts, we're talking about such and such or maybe some program, and there was the one black guy, and the way I could only describe the guy because I didn't know any of the names was like, the black guy. When he did this, and like, why do you have to fucking call him the black guy? I'm like, I don't know, because that's the easiest way, and it got your attention, didn't it? You knew instantly who I was talking about, didn't you, when I said that? It's like the thing is it works, does it not? I don't mind if I was the only white guy, call me that. Yes, it's like, yeah, I'm the white guy. He's the fellow with darker skin, like I mean the black guy. There really isn't too many minorities in Resident Evil once you think about it. I mean, they kind of they did like the PC thing that everybody has to do where they kind of cover their bases. You have Ada Wong, the supposed Asian. You have like Carlos. They got their Latino in there, and and they throw in the occasional like Marvin Brennan or whatever, but.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where they're PC, they have to throw a little bit of everything in there, but it's still predominantly white.
Yeah.
Unless we're playing Resident Evil 5 and you're, killing nothing but black people.
Yeah, remember when that was a big deal?
That was a big deal. Yeah, it was a big deal because just the synopsis alone sounded, and I think that's so stupid. Then they had to sit there and make Sheva, whatever her name is, black as well to make it not racist anymore.
Yeah,
that's what
I knew it. I remember seeing the trailer and I knew it took place in Africa. So, and then whenever I heard people saying they're all black, man, they're killing all black people, and I'm like, I didn't even think about it. It's in Africa, man.
It's in Africa. I mean, okay, so did we get racist in the 6th one when they were in China?
Yeah.
They were in China, and it's like they went to China and they were all Chinese people. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just, I think it's so stupid. I think the moment that it escapes possible realm of reality as far as what could really happen, then yeah, I guess so. But now, if a hypothetical virus broke out in Africa, yes, most of the people are black in Africa. Mm-hmm. It's just kind of the way it is. So yeah, they had to get politically correct and they made his partner black, so technically it was okay. Oh, Leon. Well, I'm black. It's kind of that whole thing. I can say this word because I'm black too. I can kill black people because I'm black too. It's not racist anymore.
Yeah. It's like, oh, well, in that case, it's okay. It's like, that doesn't make much sense either.
None of it made sense. I think people need to just get a grip a little bit.
I don't know.
Hell, even the Russians got some love in Resident Evil 3.
Leon, I'll go look.
Mm-hmm.
You go and find
The Ruskies.
Of course. But before I forget, here's a radio. That way we can keep in touch.
That gun, that pistol, angled like that, looks like his cock. It's like... Now, does he fight the crocodile at any point? In which scenario would he fight the crocodile if he does? Now, he would do it in A, right?
Yeah.
So he'll basically have as much... Leon's A will be more like Claire's A, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So does that mean Mr. X is in Claire B?
Yep.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there any major differences to the story besides the fact they just switched the characters?
Not really.
Okay.
In this one, you don't really run into Sherry. You run into a guy that's the guy that's behind those bars that Ada's talking to.
Okay, and that one's kind of leaving me too.
Yeah. So those will be like the ones that are even more like redundant when we're doing the A and B campaign again. Unless we just decide to go to 3 and 1.
Yeah, we'll see. That's a good point, though, you make.
Here's where Ada makes her appearance. I always liked Ada. Like, I was happy when she came back for Resident Evil 4. And I remember, like, they did the thing where after you beat the game, you get that little mini game with her.
Uh-huh.
And you find out she's working for Wesker.
Mm-hmm. No, I really liked her in 4. And like I said, she's in 6 also. And she's got her campaign, and it's all puzzles and stuff.
Yeah.
I know it's really tiny and minute, but I hate her design in Resident Evil 6. She doesn't, they whitewashed her.
Yeah.
That's racist. They totally whitewashed her. She's not Asian anymore. She looks like a Jewish white woman. It's really weird.
Yeah, you mentioned. I forgot. I don't even remember.
You should look
much
up,
about
watch
Part 6.
YouTube videos of her and just look at her. She just doesn't look Asian or anything anymore. She looked great in 4. That's exactly what I would have thought she would look like. You know, once the graphics crispened up a little bit.
Yeah.
I said crispened, like Crispin Glover. That's not even a word. Crispin Glover. Now I can see him playing Leon in a movie. Not
That'd
really.
be awesome.
Not really. I watched an interview with this going off to left field here. I watched a recent interview with Crispin Glover on a Sirius satellite channel, and he wasn't quite as fucking batshit crazy as I remember him being. He used to be really fucking weird.
Yeah, I remember he did a Letterman interview or something.
Yeah, he was really. But he's always been really, really weird. And he actually gave this interview, and it was normal. I'm like, oh.
I always liked that dude for some reason.
So have I, and he's really underappreciated. Never got much work.
You know what? I never realized until like the last time I watched.
That's a fake McFly in part 2.
Yeah, and part 3. He's only in the first.
Yeah, he's only in the first one. There was a big falling out, and then he actually sued.
Yeah, for the archival footage.
Yeah. He sued, and I think he got a paycheck.
Yeah, that was like a big defining case at the time.
Oh, for like
Hollywood.
rights and what you can use and
Yeah,
stuff.
what you can use with archival footage and the rights you gotta get. Here's that guy I was talking about.
Let me guess. You must be Ben, right?
Why is he such
Get
an
out
asshole?
now.
And why is he being such an asshole? What's Ben? Who's Ben?
What do you want? I'm trying to
He's the guy that Ada's looking for.
So why is he being an asshole, though? He just met Ada, too. He's all of a sudden on Ada's side. You must be Ben. Get up, you piece of shit.
You told the city officials that you knew something about what's been going on, didn't you?
Leon's gonna make a fine cop. Fuck.
And who the heck
This
are you?
person says you're bad, so I'm gonna
trying to
fucking fuck
find
you
my
up.
boyfriend. His name is John. He was working for a branch office of Umbrella based in Chicago, but he suddenly disappeared 6 months ago.
I swear this isn't like a running
I
thing
heard
with me.
rumor that he's here in the city.
It's more of a problem with these video game makers. But why does Ada have to dress like she's going out to the fucking ball on this like mission? You know, whoever she says she is, I'm looking for my boyfriend, and I know I just came back from. Why is she dressed the way she is? Why is she in heels?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like-
I think you're not supposed to know she's an
No,
undercover
you're not.
agent
She
yet.
just said she's looking for a boyfriend.
Yeah.
You don't know any of that stuff yet. Which, by the way, is shady as shit. Leon, like I said, he's gonna make a fine cop. This chick shows up out of nowhere. She's fine. She's totally composed, and she's dressed to kill. And I'm here looking for my boyfriend. Like, okay.
Yeah. I think it's probably like a lot of the reason like the same thing happens in Hollywood movies.
I'm the only cop left alive in this building.
Like there's supposed to be a love interest and stuff because her and Leon kind of.
Look, if you want to lay
Yeah. Well, and I like that aspect to it, where she's just clearly, she's. It goes back and forth. Is she using him? Does she like him? Is she using him?
there's a kennel.
Yeah.
And I don't remember how it ended up in 6, because it went all the way through 6. You know, is she?
Yeah,
is
me
she-
neither.
Is she using him? Is there a friendship there or what? Because you never know who she really holds allegiance to. Because I think she's a triple agent,
Yeah.
just like Wesker was. Because I think Wesker was technically a triple agent. working for somebody else, but he was really working for somebody else. And then her thing is she's answering to Wesker, but I think maybe there's another twist where she's working for somebody else again. It's a really convoluted series. If anybody ever wants to like break it down, it's insane. And I was looking at all the different viruses. Yeah, the T virus is obviously the tyrant virus. The G virus, I don't know what that means. Like I said, the gay virus, I don't know. But there's like all these different viruses that have different initials, and it gets so convoluted.
Yeah, I don't remember G either. I don't remember what that means.
And then like, I guess the tyrant virus was like the original, right? Like that's what they were going for. These weapons, these big, strong. Okay, but it takes any humanity from you. So I don't know why anybody would have volunteered for that. Then there was one guy that stepped in and sort of made an abomination version of the virus, and the defects were the hunters. They acted like, they turned into these monsters. I'm like, but the tyrant isn't a fucking monster?
I'm with the RP.
Hunters aren't in Resident Evil 2.
It's a dead end.
They come back in part 3, if I remember right.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah, I think so.
Are they so they're out in the city? Well, and I don't understand if they're in 3 because 3 takes place before this one, like by an hour, like doesn't it? Like,
yeah.
It would make total sense to me if they were only in the first one, because it would have made sense to me if they were only in the mansion. It wouldn't make sense that they were out in the town, because as they said, this outbreak happened because of the rats, right? He dropped the virus in like the sewers or something. I know that's part of the story, but I was watching this big thing on YouTube about it. It was accidentally dropped in like the water system and the sewers, and rats ended up spreading it, and the whole city got plagued. So I don't understand how that would make sense that the hunters. Why would the hunters even be around? They should only be in that fucking laboratory in the Arcalay Mountains. And the whole, and I was trying to put it together. There's that scene in the third game where Jill gets knocked out, right?
Yeah.
And then she wakes up and Carlos has her in the church, right? Or she's like laying down. When she gets knocked out, that's when Resident Evil 2 happens.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of Resident Evil 2 happens while she's knocked out. And then when she wakes up, the Resident Evil, that's post Claire and Leon. So that tells me, I guess this whole thing had to have been over the course of just a few hours. Like it sounds like it was real time, like how long it takes to play it, about 4 or 5 hours, whatever it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
If that, like how long did it take you to play through this?
About 3. It's really quick if you know where you're going.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Leon, can you hear me?
Ada, did you find anything?
The loading. Loading.
Right here.
What are you waiting for? Fucking what?
Hey, I can't reach the ventilation hole.
Fuck, she can't.
Yeah, she could.
You just jump up there and use some upper body strength. And the thing is, that's a big fucking lie, because if you see her in the fourth one and the sixth one, she's like a ninja.
Yeah,
she's like she's bouncing off the fucking walls and shit,
She's like rappelling through windows and stuff.
Yeah, she could.
Leon, come in. I found the girl, and I've cleared the wreckage that was blocking the corridor.
She blew who?
She blew the wreckage that was blocking the corridor.
I blew Mr. X. Bought me some time. Passed out.
He said he'll let us go now.
Oh, look at that! Look at that compilation, man. Look at this compilation. This is awesome. This is awesome. That's a nice touch. I like that. So we don't get to see the crazy McCrazy guy, do we?
Mr. X?
No, the John Cleese looking dude that had the bloody freaking girl in front of him.
Oh yeah, he's not in his.
So, in reading, in watching that little documentary about it, he does have a reason to act all crazy and feel so fucking weird. I mean, he was kind of somewhat behind. I guess he was accepting kickbacks from like Birkin and all them. He was kind of behind with it too.
Yeah.
So that's probably why he went kind of mad and felt really fucking horrible. And I don't.
Yeah, said that in his diaries after he died.
Gotcha. I can't let you live or whatever. I don't know.
I love that animation he does where he puts his arms over his head.
Mm-hmm. See, why do these big creatures like this, why are they afraid to just use the doors? Like, it's like you leave a screen and then they're gone for a while until like they busted through a wall or something. It's like, why aren't they just following him, like right behind him?
Yeah.
It's like it's self-aware that he's in a video game.
Yeah, that's one of the things they did with the remake of the first one, is if you leave a room with a zombie or a couple zombies in it, the door will start like they'll start smashing against the door, and sometimes they'll break through it.
That's very cool, because things like Mr. X, it's like he's self-aware he's in a game. Like, oh, he made it in the hallway door. I guess I'm fucked this time.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Night plug.
I know the
butt plug.
That's why I said, will you take the butt plug? Yes. There's like a statue with a hole where it fits. Yeah, stick it in a little ass.
Get away! No!
The bicep eyeball. Oh, look at my bicep eyeball. I get the pump. It's like I'm coming.
Like I'm blowing my load. I've already said that. Dude, I've watched Pumping Iron so many times. I've seen it a lot.
I still haven't watched it.
You've never. It's such a fun
I've
little
never
documentary. I've watched it so many times. Arnold Schwarzenegger's the man in it, man. He used to be such a piece of shit. I mean, he was good. He couldn't be defeated, but like he was one of those guys that knew he was hot shit. He was such a fucking asshole to everybody. And he would just patronize everybody and then tease everybody and just, oh my god. And there's a part of you that doesn't root for him because he's undefeated and he's the asshole. Like you find yourself rooting for Lou Ferrigno, who's kind of the main competition in that movie. And you kind of want him to win because he's the underdog. And then the whole time Arnold's fucking just this cocky, too hot to try. It's like you're picking on a fucking deaf guy. And then he still fucking wins. And then on the ride home after he won the competition, he's still fucking, they're riding in a limo together. He's still teasing Lou Ferrigno after he suffered the loss. And then he's even saying things like, how about that's when I come over, I take your sister out to dinner. And he's like, yeah, he's like still mocking him, saying he's gonna take his sister out. And then he's like talking to his mom, buttering up. Oh, like, and she's like, your mother said I can come over for dinner and I eat her pie. And she's like offering, he's just fucking rubbing his face. He's gonna come over and his mom's gonna cook him pie and he's gonna fucking take his sister out to dinner. He just fucking, he's horrible, man. And then he retired. He retired. He never he never got to be fucking taught a lesson ever. So
they should make a sequel.
They should make a sequel where he does it now, but he would have to be in his own age range now. He would probably win in his age range. Maybe not. I don't know.
He'd bring a tank.
Yeah. Now, what is this saying? Brian Irons. Fucking name is that? Brian Irons. Sounds like a Iron Chef, Master Chef type guy. Yeah, I can't read this shit. I never could read this shit. I'm already bored. What's going on? Do you think it would have made it less boring if they would have had a voiceover reading it, or would that have been worse?
No, I mean, you could skip it if you want to listen to it. Yeah, I'd probably just listen to the voiceovers.
Yeah, I mean, if they had like entertaining, as long as it wasn't the same generic voice that they gets to play like every guy. If there's like they made it fun, I don't know. This is just too boring to read, man. I was a kid and I didn't want to fucking read. I was off of school when I was playing these games. Ugh. Hurry up, man. Exit. Thank you. Mail to the chief. Is that supposed to be a joke? Play on words?
Where are you
Hail to the
going,
chief?
Nina?
I don't know.
To the chemical plant. I have a feeling that's where I'll find John.
To the chemical plant. That's where I have a feeling I'm going to find my boyfriend. None of her fucking motives make sense. He's a shitty cop.
Yeah.
Leon, are you still there? We're leaving.
Well, actually, in the first game, whenever you're in Umbrella facility, like you go to his computer and his password is Ada or something like that.
In the first game?
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. Man, why
So yeah, he was working for Umbrella.
So is that something that...
Yeah, they must have knew they would explain in the sequel or something.
Okay, well, I like little Easter eggs like that. Okay, and then there's the guy. You know, he's got a big bicep, too. Looks like MacGyver. His little MacGyver haircut. So, how does the virus work now? So, he was infected and been killed by the one thing. Now he turns into that same thing?
I think the virus spreaded to William, and it just turned him into this. I think that is William, if I remember right.
Wait, I thought that was the guy in the jail cell.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's the guy in the jail cell, isn't it?
Oh, okay. No, I think it's the thing that killed him.
Oh, is it? Okay, it just looks like... Alright. What kind of scientist wears denim?
Bye. No fair.
No fair. No
That's what it
fair.
reminded me of.
Yeah, I know. He just like, no fair. No fair. And then just like clocks out. Then passes. He falls in the back of the wall. Boom. I never understood that. I never understood that. Like, I thought he was possessed. Is he a little kid that's all fucking stupid and innocent? Or is he like a possessed demon, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
No fear, no fear. Dude, that's so fucked up when they had him dressing like the girl, dressing like
Yeah.
it from the picture. Like that
Yeah.
was so fucked up and weird. Like it's such a...
Dude, that terrified me as a kid.
And it makes no sense. Like, why is he fucking dressing
Running
up?
off like that was reckless and stupid.
There's no way in hell if that was my house and my wife brought that picture home. I'm not putting this fucking creepy ass picture on the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand him taking the form of that if it's something that freaked him out, was in his psyche. I don't know. My grandmother used to have a picture of buckwheat, a framed picture of buckwheat in the basement I slept in. It was really scary as it is, and I would look at this. I would be in the dark and I'd be looking at this old fucking timey picture of buckwheat, and it just freaked me out. He'd be staring at me like his eyes followed me, and it's not just because I could see him glow in the dark because he's black, but it scared me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But it scared me, man. And she had pictures of Elvis everywhere too. Nah, it used to freak me out. And owls, too. She was obsessed with owls.
I always called him Herb.
Did you really?
Yeah. as a
You're
kid.
stupid. Herb!
You got that blue herb? That blue herb?
We got a question here about a toothbrush. Yeah.
It's Herbie Hancock.
You have to pay for that here, son. Wow, did you see her reaction about that bullet coming at her?
Leon,
She didn't even move.
that thing was... I have to...
No
talk to you.
startle.
Leon might be dead. I'll be back, Leon.
I don't know.
I was wondering what the point of these enemies were.
Oh, the little things that just little bugs.
Yeah.
I think they're just decor, like, you know, infected bugs, and they look all big.
Yeah.
They're just for atmosphere. Nice shot. Are you fucking kidding me? She shot the fucking gun out of her hand. Do you really think she has all that weapons training?
I'm not mistaken.
Probably not.
Probably not. She's...
Ada?
I think she did it one-handed, too.
Ada Wong. I've heard that name before. Now I remember. One of the men from Chicago who came to assist the T-virus research used his girlfriend's name as his password. Ada and John.
Oh, see, they just referenced the first game.
Yeah.
How did you know?
It's like she didn't even have to reference that. Like that like referencing that makes it sound ridiculous.
The man responsible
Like,
for-
oh, hey guys, just in case you didn't notice, that was the password name. Why would she know that? Did she play the first game?
One of
Is that what she said, the password?
I condone.
Yeah, she's like, one of the Umbrella
From Chicago.
supervisors used his girlfriend's name as his password.
I won't let anyone.
Yeah,
I
that
know your name because of that.
that takes away some of the cool factor of the little Easter egg. And they have to explain it to you.
It's capable of creating the ultimate.
That guy just went around telling all his colleagues his password,
Even greater than the T-virus.
thus making the
And that
password
must mean
obsolete.
The creature in the police department is precisely.
You must be the one with the hairy cock because we had this guy on my team and his password was hairy cock.
None of this would have happened.
Must be
if I
you.
hadn't tried to steal his research away from him. Where did you?
Nice rack.
Yeah.
It looks exactly.
That's what I was like. What's it do? Oh yeah, the necklace.
I like how what you'd think you would have noticed that right away.
Give it back.
Give it back to me. Wow, Miss Sharpshooter was really slow on that. that was like the fucking weakest. Oh, dude, that was like she palmed her in the face.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Where's the one-liner? So that was just begging for a one-liner.
Yeah.
Too bad.
I guess that was
too
it.
bad doesn't cut it.
Well, in Japan, they're not as keen on the one-liners. That'd be funny if there was if the Japanese version has a really goofy one-liner there and they changed it in the American like translation.
Yeah.
It looks like you fell for me.
You've fallen.
Ada?
I'm hurt. Dude, the freaking spiders used to be the scariest enemies for me in this game. Because I was like always afraid of spiders when I was growing up.
Yeah, they're pretty gross looking. They weren't.
Yeah.
You could always run past them pretty easy though.
Yeah.
I like how slow the frames slow down when they're like wiggling. It actually kind of looks cool.
I remember I was scared of them until my cousin actually got a tarantula, and we used to let it crawl on our faces and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Now you're not scared of spiders at all anymore?
Not really.
Wow, not even like brown recluses?
Well, ones that would kill me, I probably would be.
Well,
I've never really been afraid of snakes. That was another.
I'd be afraid of snakes.
That was another enemy in the first game.
But I wasn't scared of that enemy because I was like icky. I was scared of that enemy because it was kind of hard. At that point in the game, having enough ammo to actually kill it and everything.
Bullet wounds
Yeah.
making things any easier.
That was the very first Resident Evil boss ever, right? And that's the first boss you encounter ever.
Yep.
And it was really effective, man. That big ass snake in a really tight cornered attic room.
That's two I owe you.
Don't mention it.
You can actually just grab the thing that's in there.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I just found out. John's dead.
What?
I just found out. Don't I sound
Mind.
fucking just broke into pieces about it?
I think you find out that she wasn't even like really dating him.
No, I think she just...
Yeah, she's using them to get information or something.
They usually do a good job at connecting every single character you find in this game to some part of the story. They should have made the fat George Wendt guy in the third game her boyfriend John or something. I just lost my daughter out there. No, that would have made sense. I mean, it makes total sense that there would just be some regular people somewhere. That actually, it's the opposite. Like, why does everybody have to have something to do with the story? Isn't it feasible that there would be some just fucking regular person out there in the city? Like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on here? But everybody's either a special ops or a triple agent like her or working for Umbrella.
The trolley.
Now, the thing is, at this point, Raccoon City hasn't been wiped off the map, right? So, because it will eventually get bombed.
Yeah,
The president,
the end of
yeah.
the third one.
So, what I don't understand is, people could be coming and going in Raccoon City.
Yeah.
Why is it this desolate? It shouldn't be. It should not be this desolate. There's got to be, even if the news hasn't caught wind of the situation, which I'm pretty sure they have. Obviously Claire is there for Chris. You know, people know about it. I just don't. Maybe everybody evacuated.
Yeah.
That has to be it. In real life, don't you think they would? Don't you think the president would really authorize wiping out a city if there was really a really bad outbreak of any kind?
Probably not.
You don't think they would?
I don't know.
It's one of those situations where you have to break an egg to save an omelet type of thing.
Yeah, but that's like, especially if it's in a like city, like, because the nuclear fallout would pretty much destroy every city around it. People be going around with like arms growing out of their backs.
But you don't. Okay, but if they had an opportunity to quarantine it and put a stop on it and just nuke an entire city before, if they knew that was the case, if we just bite the bullet and kill all these people and just say fuck it, I think everybody would make that call.
It's hard to tell.
It would be a tough call, but it's like if we don't kill this town of 100,000 people, it's gonna spread all over the fucking country, and you know, that's shitty. It's like there's never a right answer.
Yeah. Actually, like, that reminds me, I just read like a article the other day that says like they're still finding like radioactive stuff in the water from whenever they dropped the bomb on China.
You mean Hiroshima?
Yeah, my bad. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. How does that bandage over his fucking shirt help?
Yeah.
I mean, shouldn't that be under his shirt?
Finally arrived. There must be something hidden here.
I always love this part. This is the part you actually end up back at in Resident Evil 0.
Which, when I was watching that documentary, they were going through all the timeline of Resident Evil 0 and plugging. I was trying to like la 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 over that because I didn't want any spoilers. I already know too much of the story now as it is. Which, by the way, it still does not make a lick of sense, because I do understand that immediately after the events of Resident Evil 0, the guy goes his separate way. It's funny how he just fucking vanishes. He doesn't come back into the series. I'm like, I'm fucking leaving. Great, bye. And then
he was one of the smart ones. He left town.
Yeah, and we just never. He went to a town that wasn't infected and went and raised some kids and retired. He just did what most everybody else would do, and nobody else. He looks like one of the Goombas from Mario movie, doesn't he?
Yeah,
he really does. But no, and then right at the end of the game, she goes off to the mansion. So when you first run into Rebecca Chambers of the mansion as Chris, how come I get it, there's a lot going on, but does she ever make a mention of anything in the first game, like she's been going through this for a little while? Does she even say anything? I get it, well, they don't have time for her to tell this big grand story, but yeah, I was on this train with this prison guy, I look like Billy Ray Cyrus, yada yada. But does she at all make mention that, yeah, I've been dealing with this for a day now, and I've been all, you know?
Yeah, she doesn't.
She's too busy just playing piano and hiding in a room. What was she doing in that room anyway?
I don't know.
When you just go in the room and she's in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Flicking her bean?
Ada, can you hear me?
Look at her necklace.
Come on,
Look at her necklace floating over her chest, man. This is where you finish off William Birkin, right? He's not dead, right? He comes back here, right?
Yeah, he doesn't die here. He goes on to fight Claire at the end of the
That's right.
A campaign.
so part of the mutation, you get extra limbs, you get bigger, your arms get disgusting and bigger, but your dick falls off and your balls are gone. You know, like how come he doesn't have like swollen testicles, like big? Roar.
That'd be funny.
I just don't understand. Like, why does the dick disappear?
Look, I get stuck in this corner the entire fight.
You still beat him?
I thought I was gonna die.
Did you die and you just edited it out at any point?
No, yeah, later on in the game.
Oh, but you really do get through the whole thing without dying for the most part.
Yeah. Look, I can't get past him.
Why don't you? Are you able to go up that little ladder? You think? And shoot him?
Yeah, I didn't even try. I was just like, I guess I'll just kill him here.
Why would you just be shooting him in the face? I don't understand why he's not shooting. I'd shoot him in those big fucking eyeballs on him. I think that really hurt.
That's what happened in like 4. Every time you see an eyeball somewhere, you know that's where you're supposed to shoot.
Makes sense. I remember the final boss in 4 being so stupid and simple.
Oh yeah.
It was really anticlimactic.
Yeah. The freaking that midget dude.
Yeah, Salazar.
He was a better final boss than the.
Yeah, his final boss was creative and creepy and.
Hey, take it easy. We're inside Umbrella's secret lab. I'll go find something to treat that wound, so just rest here in the meantime.
But
I like how he just leaves her here, and she, like in Claire's, she actually picks Sherry up and takes her into that room.
Just me, or does everybody
He's like, you can stay here.
I told you.
The same spot I just fought that big fucking monster.
but
Yeah, you can come back at any time.
danger if you stay with me. I know I've only known you for a short period of time, but I really enjoy.
She's a
being
tease.
I
dot.
I'm not capable of caring about
the
anyone,
RPG silence.
Yeah.
I don't
Dude,
know.
those games have ruined me. Like, I'll put ellipses, like, what do they call it, ellipses?
Wait here for
Yeah,
me.
ellipsis.
Right back.
I'll put those in, like, even sentences where I'm done. Like, it doesn't need an ellipsis, but I'll put them there.
Oh yeah, I'm bad about it
Because
too.
I'm so used to playing those games.
Well, like when I work on like screenwriting and stuff, that was a hard habit I had to break because I would use ellipses even where ellipses should go, I would use them, but like in screenwriting you don't use them, you use dashes. And there's no real reason why you don't use it. It's just one of those rules of thumb that somebody said in the laws of screenwriting and at some point, because I guess people abuse ellipsis, and it's just been one of those things where producers hate fucking seeing ellipsis everywhere. So it's just become this unspoken rule where you don't use them at all. And it drives me crazy because I love them.
I like how the box, it kind of looks like it just breaks apart because of the graphics on the bottom of it.
Dude, never in my life have I ever seen one town with so many boxes of the same dimensions. Every single box that you push in these series is the same dimension.
Yeah. I'll show you the part where I kept dying when I get to it. This is another area you're at in Resident Evil 0.
See, and I didn't realize you hit so many of these places in RE0. It makes me really want to play it. Because I just watch my brother play it every now and again. I just remember the train. That's all I remember. And I'm thinking the whole game takes place in a train, so it doesn't know.
The very beginning.
Just the very beginning takes place in the train?
Yeah.
Well, see, now I really, really want to play it. And I really like I mean, I never got to play it, but I really like the idea of the switching back anytime between two people. Because it's just something, does it work out pretty well in the gameplay?
Yeah. There's, puzzles where you gotta make, you know, Billy stand somewhere and
Yeah, that
Rebecca
whole
has
thing.
to go through a door. Yeah. I'm excited to play it. It's the last classic Resident Evil game. Classic style and everything.
Yeah, it would have been.
Originally they started making that game for the Nintendo 64 also.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the graphics look like Resident Evil 1.
Wait. We're talking about Resident Evil 0?
Yeah, on the train. There's early footage of it.
But then obviously they redid it because it looks good. It looks like GameCube. It looks like the Resident Evil remake.
Yeah. They ended up redoing
the same engine, right, as the remake.
Yeah, as the remake.
So I wonder what happened. Did they just scrap it to do the remake then?
I think it was just they were working on it so long and the GameCube was already coming out. It was one of those situations. Look, it looks like the capsule's like fused to her hand.
Yeah, it's like not falling off. It's like glued. Yeah, I see their flesh going over it. The last vial of ooze. She needs to drink it and become the Super Shredder.
Ivan Ooze.
I used to be so, when I was a kid, we already talked about this, and I got another one to add to it. Remember how when you're a kid, I was saying how your sense of humor was all about like fart jokes, poop jokes, just toilet humor. And yeah. I'll say it again. I did the Power Rangers one last time, right? Mm-hmm. And I used to do another one with the Super Shredder from, do you know the lines from that movie pretty well?
That's a lie.
Yeah.
I used to go, the last vial of cum! He must have drank all of it! He drank.
God.
And it's not funny, but it is. It's so stupid.
That can't be.
It's even funnier when you imagine a little kid saying it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Nobody could survive that.
Believe it, I don't. We're about to die anyway.
So stupid.
She's just like, fuck this.
I don't know how the Super Shredder gets mutated and all of a sudden he just has a weird muscly bodysuit. Because it's clearly, those clearly aren't real abs. He's clearly like wearing like a Batman rubber suit. Like how does the mutagen create a new like armor on you? His body would be morphed, you know, and he would have tore out of his Shredder costume, right?
Yeah.
Why does fucking Spikes morph and why? Well, there's no DNA in all his
it's like
helmet.
It's like how somehow the Hulk's shorts were the only things that never.
Oh, the Hulk
like
shorts,
ripped.
yeah, they always grew with him.
Yeah.
And then whenever he'd shrink too, they'd be like, ah.
Ada!
Well, she's smart, man. She's blasting him in the head, actually. Goomba.
Imagine like him, like they put some music on and Leon's like swaying him,
Dancing.
making him dance.
On their side, holding their hips. I still want to do a commentary of that movie.
That movie's so funny.
So fucking stupid too.
I know.
That one really rides the line. That one really rides the line of, is it so bad that it's good or is it just bad? I think it's still on that line to where it's got some watch value and it's still funny to talk about, but I think it just barely tips the line to where it's bad for me. It's funny and it's got quotes, but it's not one that I can go back and watch anytime.
Mm-hmm. We got so many movies we want to do commentaries
There's
for.
a ton. I'd love to do a bunch, and
Get on it, Riverman.
yeah, he's got his prioritize.
That'd be funny if she's like, Leon, you're yelling right in my ear.
I'm not dead, you asshole. She didn't die. How'd she get out of there?
It reminds me of that scene from Kong Pao where he's like, I thought you were dead. He's like, just because a guy goes, doesn't mean he's dead. Because the last time you saw him talking to him, he did that.
Yeah. I never saw Kung Pao Under the Fist.
Oh, it's hilarious, dude.
The Master Key? Fuck. Why couldn't you just found this first?
I thought he was dead. Oh no.
And then we're probably gonna have the end where it always caps off with a clock counting down, right?
Claire,
You gotta leave before the clock runs out.
where are you?
It makes you, well, at first it makes you think that there's a clock going, but there's not. It just says self-destruct sequence activated.
Oh.
But then after you get to a certain point, the clock actually does start.
Must save her.
Wait a second. What are you gonna do? Where are you going?
I was actually thinking about, because I still had some of that footage from Claire's playthrough, actually showing her in the control room looking at Leon on the monitor. I figured not.
That would be kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool, having like a splice together to see kind of both.
Yeah.
That would be kind of.
See, I'm wondering if they're going to streamline both of the, like, you know,
and
things together in the remake or whatever.
a little bit more cinematic. You mean like what we're talking about here, back and forth?
Yeah.
I mean,
Or even just like make one playthrough where it kind of streamlines them all together.
I'm not too sure.
Hopefully not
I
that.
wonder how long it's gonna take them to finish it.
Yeah, probably like at least a year or two.
I mean, I wonder if they're doing it from the ground up, or if they're gonna use like the Resident Evil 6 engine or what.
Yeah.
And what's the deal?
Hard to
They
tell.
haven't even mentioned Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
I don't know what's.
I remember they mentioned it a long time ago, but there's nothing on it now.
The thing is it doesn't necessarily tell us what Resident Evil 7 is going to be about, but I know it definitely means that it won't involve Leon, because there's no way they're going to blow their wad doing this Resident Evil 2 remake that has Claire and Leon, and they're going to turn around and do 7 that has Claire and Leon in it.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're definitely not going to be in it. It's like, what are they doing? I mean, like, are they finally going to create some new main protagonists, or are we going to like recycle Chris again, or whoever again?
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
It's not going to be Leon. I guarantee it. After doing this remake, they won't put them in another game. We haven't seen. Well, we did see Jill in Revelations, I guess.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't play those.
Revelations.
Yeah, I didn't play them.
The first one was pretty good.
The second one was not.
I still haven't played the second one. I want to.
Where does that take place in the chronological?
I think after after 5 and 6.
Interesting. You know what? I'd be totally okay with a brand new character. I mean, I'm pretty played out on Leon and Chris.
Yeah.
And Jill and Claire. It's just like, even though Claire hasn't been used in a while. She was last season Raccoon City, right? Or not? Sorry, Code Veronica, right? I wonder where the hell she is in the story.
Yeah. Did she show up in part 6?
No, she
Like in the
didn't.
cuts?
But I wonder if she was
Okay.
mentioned. I think I
Yeah.
want to say Leon mentioned her, because Leon and Chris run into each other and meet each other for the first real time.
Oh wait, Claire was in the new Revelations 2.
Oh, she is?
And yeah, and Barry Burton.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So no Jill?
I don't think so.
So it just doesn't make any sense why they have to mix all these characters together. Well, we've never had Barry and Claire in a game together. Let's
Yeah.
just put them together. Like, would they really fucking be? Would they really? I mean, why? It makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, after they go through this once, chances are they'd probably retire and never want to go through it again.
No, I mean they need to create like a brand new character. I'd be totally okay with it. And watch it
Yeah, I
be
will.
someone totally stupid like Chris's cousin. Like, just give us
Yeah.
a new character, and don't let it be a son of Wesker or a brother of Jill or.
Yeah.
I'm Donnie Wesker or whatever the fuck his name is.
Here. Use the
Ada? So see, the ending of this one's a lot like the first one. The ending of the first one.
So she was totally okay. She was able-bodied and lifting something and throwing it down. Didn't she take like a lot of damage? How did you get the unlimited ammo in this again?
Oh, freaking code.
Oh.
Yeah, I figured it would be better if I didn't have to stop and grab ammo every time and stuff.
Did he get? Did he do a one-liner?
Yeah, he went game over.
Did he really? Oh,
Game over.
I fucking missed it. Game over. That's so stupid.
Genius.
The only reason it's punny is because we're playing it. It's a video game. It's not. It's not punny to the actual situation he's in. Not at all. For it to be punny, he should have said something like,
How about a rocket in your pocket?
like, I'm about to blow your mind. Something.
wasn't that from
It. That was
the TV
it.
series?
Yeah. Rocket
Yeah.
in your pocket. Fucking Eddie Spaghetti. Don't you want it? Don't you want it? Don't you want
freaking
it?
what's his name?
Pennywise. Tim Curry.
Yeah, who was the kid that was in it though?
The kid from Sequest. What are you talking about?
The freaking kid that grew up and he does that show now. The
Oh, Harry Anderson. Oh,
Robot
Seth,
Chicken.
Seth Green. Seth
Yeah,
Green
Seth
was the
Green.
kid version, and then Harry Anderson played the adult version.
Yeah.
Eddie Spaghetti was the fucking kid that had the inhaler. His mom gave him a bunch of placebo fucking meds.
Yeah.
And I always liked,
See, look, Leon's a dick. He was just gonna leave her. He didn't expect she was gonna show up while he was leaving.
yeah, you just fucking jumped. What a dick. Well, I mean, what are you supposed to do? Stay there and get blown up yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, if he would have waited, man, he'd be dead.
Here's the big eyes.
Sherry's unconscious.
I have the antidote. If I give it to her.
I have the antidote.
Claire, what's happening?
Not now. Come on, Cherry, wake up. Wake up.
How'd they give it to her?
Wake up.
Just like, you know, enema. Like pour it in your butt.
It worked!
Oh, Sherry. You're gonna be
Real alcoholics drink through their butt.
Thanks.
I guess it goes straight to you faster, man. You get drunk, and it's
You ever hear about those people that put coffee through their ass?
no,
Have to find my
The coffee enema people?
no. Does that act like
Yeah.
alcohol, and it gives you that jump faster?
I guess they think it cleans their colon. It's hilarious.
That's funny.
Crazy people.
Goodbye, Ada.
Now we get the full ending.
Goodbye, Ada.
So I wonder how Ada gets out.
I don't know. Yeah, the whole place went up. They said the name of the title.
biohazardous outbreak
In
in
Yeah.
Japan.
The emergency system has been activated. This train
I wonder why they decided to change the name here. I actually like the name Resident Evil better
It's a
than Biohazard.
yeah, I know. It's a unique name.
What's wrong?
It's really only like it really only works for the first game though, because they're in a mansion and stuff.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, why doesn't it work for every game? I mean, it's sort of
Well, I guess you could, yeah, I could, because they always go somewhere.
yeah. It just makes it sound like the evil that's here in the now.
Yeah,
It's not like the first game's called Residence Evil.
yeah. That thing got ugly. Look at his bicep eyeball. There's his bicep eyeballs.
You're so sweet. You're so cute. What did he say?
That'd be funny if that's how this game ended.
You're
He
dancing.
starts dancing.
That's like a big butthole, dude. It's a big pulsating butthole. It's gross, man. Now, is this the part where Leon spits down it? Oh, God.
But imagine if you were gonna have sex with somebody and you looked at their butthole and they had teeth around the hole.
Well, I guess you're fucked if that's... You only like to have butthole sex.
I'd still hit it. gosh. This is funny. I tried to walk into the goo. Wouldn't let me, though.
Down, it's a dried up old butthole. It's so gross. I'll tell your mother how you've improved. I like Ernest Goes to Jail the best. I think it's the funniest. I lose my shit every time I watch that. I die laughing.
Freaking evil Ernest. He's got his hair slicked back.
See that you do, Eddie. See that you do. Yeah, and he's like,
I love that movie.
tough guy to the end, Nash. What's
You
it
ever
to
watch
you,
that?
Warden? Yeah.
You ever watch that movie on TV where there's a bunch of deleted scenes added into it?
You know, I probably have at some point. I'm sure I have.
Like the part where he's doing shadow puppets.
Yeah, I don't.
When he's breaking out of jail.
I don't remember it. What? Where he's doing what?
Shadow puppets on the wall with the spotlight when he's breaking out of jail. It shows it for a brief second in the end credits.
Yeah, I'm sure I have at some point. I have it on Blu-ray, and I've always had a DVD or a home video version.
Sherry? What are you doing?
Little Chucky legs, just cut to the Chucky legs.
Come and get me. I'm right here.
That'd be funny if it actually did like jump at her and kill her.
What if that was like the deformed version of his anus, and it just shot a bunch of shit all over? It's what it looks like. I bet you if you asked like the creators, because he's all deformed, he has an eyeball, whatever, that looked like a butthole, man. What if it really stank?
It's a lot like at the ending of a lot of games, like Devil May Cry. There was a scene where, like at the ending, you were in a tunnel and it was coming after you, and you had to shoot at it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay.
And Devil May Cry was actually supposed to be Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, I remember that.
I guess we all made it.
Which would have been a shitty idea.
Well, they ended up changing it a lot.
Don't quit.
That's what it started out being made as.
Nah. So it was very conscious. It could hear the alarm, the thing going off, and his eyes tense and like, oh no shit.
So, it's finally over.
It's a good thing they made it out of that tunnel.
You look terrible.
You mean like that was a long way and they got out of there really quick?
Yeah.
There's like a fucking half a mile left to tunnel.
Now? What's wrong? Is
This is
something
cheesy as fuck.
We have to go. We don't have any time to waste.
Go? Where?
Hey, it's up to us to take out Umbrella.
That's awesome, dude. Freaking. And now we got Primus.
Japanese Primus.
Jerry was a race car driver.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. Yeah, this is a cool song.
It's definitely the better ending.
Yeah, it's not too much different. Well, now, is it now after the credits roll? That's where you see like your grade, right?
Yeah.
And you see like the cheesy animation.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see it. How long are the credits? Last time we were reading off, I don't think it's the same. It's probably just the same people, right? So it would be like redundant if I just like read all these in a stereotypical racist.
Yeah. I guess we can pimp like the show and stuff and the like websites to go to.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Why not? Why not, folks? Yeah. So basically, if this is the first video you've ever seen from us, this whole video game thing is really new. Now, typically we host a lot of podcasts and we'll do film commentaries and we'll do stuff with TV. We've always been big gamers. Never really want to jump on the Let's Play bandwagon, but whatever. We love retro games. We have a gaming podcast as well, the Retro Rampage podcast. You guys can go to btmreview.com and all that, and find us on YouTube, find us on Facebook, and Tweeters and Tumblr. Pretty much Tumblr. I have a Tumblr, and I actually maintain the Tumblr. That's for all you people that are like 12 and under. Got to look out for you guys, because I think you're all on the Tumblr. I don't go on Tumblr. Besides,
I have Tumblr just because of the porn.
dude, I see some horrible stuff on Tumblr. What is the deal with that?
Yeah, I guess there's no
It's
like
it's
you're not.
It's gift porn.
Yeah, you don't have to freaking like worry about pissing people off, I guess.
It's just like, well, I noticed that the pages that have porn, it's all porn. It's like these perverted pages, and it's just like these weird gifs. It's like, is this supposed to be erotic?
Remember the one I sent you where it shows Spidey do his little arm thing? And
Oh yeah, that's hilarious. And I saved
awesome.
that, and I sent that to so many people as a social experiment. And I found out who you can send that stuff to and who you cannot send that stuff to. And I was really testing the waters. Most of the people found it was funny, even some of the girls I know. But then I had a couple of females I knew that were really, really offended.
yeah.
That may or may not have talked to me for a little while. What's this? So who was he with right there? We already established that was his first day on the job, so this isn't like from the past.
Yeah.
Who are these people?
Not sure.
Well, the Claire picture was definitely aftermath because she had new clothes and she was with Sherry.
Yeah.
So this must be after. This must be when. I don't know. Well,
I only got a C.
you only got to see story of his life. But anyway, like I said, follow us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, definitely share the videos. Let us know what you think. If you guys think we should do any other games in particular, please let us know. We have a lot of fun doing this. I guess Zach, you're working on some newer stuff, right? Aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Which is great too. I love doing the retro stuff. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it works out. We got a lot of stuff. Follow us, and by all means, if you're interested in contributing to the website or even doing stuff like this, there's definitely a contact section on the website where you can get a hold of myself personally, and we can chit chat from there. But until then, I'm Aaron.
I'm Zach.
And thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.